I know this ain't why a lot of y'all here, but I think Union might have made the perfect golf sneaker for this summer. Look at that traction. Anyway, let's start with the kicks that are dropping this week because, it's the holidays. So we have the Nike Ja 1 USA. This is going to drop on July 1st for $150. And it's kind of a bummer that Ja won't be able to celebrate bringing on Team USA since he's out with an injury. So enjoy this low-key America variant that's pretty no frills in comparison to the Ja 1 releases. Not going to lie, if there was ever a colorway that Nike should have brought back the ill-timed ain't ducking no smoke quote, it's this one. As a message to the other teams. We have the Nike KD17 USA that's going to be on the first for $150. We have the Nike Ja 1 reverse scratch on July 1st for $120. Now, interestingly enough, we've got another Ja 1 also dropping on the first, and this one has been long awaited as Morant first wore them in February 2023 as a PE. Inspired by the color scheme of the original home of the Memphis Grizzlies in Vancouver, the scratch is also a callback to the team's logo. If you know, you know. We have the Nike KD4 Nerf. This is going to be on July 1st for $150. So, of course, the question on everyone's mind who's been checking for these ever since word that a retro was coming is, will it come with the basketball and the hoop? And the answer appears to be no. It will come with the box that's themed like the original release, but it will not come with the same accoutrements from the 2011 release, which is kind of sad. I mean, I guess it's okay. Already priced at $150, I could imagine this retro going beyond $200 if it had the same accessories and the larger box size. At the end of the day, what matters is that this is a retro of arguably Kevin Durant's most recognizable sneaker, and people are finally going to get a chance to own it for a far more reasonable price than the 4 digits people are charging for it online for the 2011 drop. And besides, if it did come with the hoop and the ball, are you really going to lug it around? What am I saying? Of course, there's going to be someone who's going to bring it wherever they go, especially now in the social media area. It would be ridiculous. We have the Nike LeBron 21 Pink Marble on the first for $200. We also have the Nike Air Max DN in gray on July 1st for $160. We have it in neutral olive as well on the same day for the same price. On the women's side, we have the Nike Zoom Vomero 5, easily the most comfortable sneaker that Nike makes. And Racer Blue, that's July 1st for $160. We have the Nike Dunk Low in medium olive on July 1st for $125. There's actually a couple of Dunk Lows. We have it in light pumice for $125, and then there's also a gray fog for $115. Not sure what the difference is with that one. We have the women's Air Jordan 1 Low in black and metallic gold on the first for $135. Reebok's in the game with the Nano Court Trainer in digital coral. That's going to be on the first for $120. And then we also have it in digital lime for $120 as well on the same day. A lot of stuff is dropping on the first. I'm not sure why so much. We have the women's New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V4. This is the Quarry Blue and Chrome Blue on July 1st for $140. And then we have the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V4 in Heron Blue and Chrome Blue for $140 as well on the first. I guess because the holiday, so they don't want to do any releases on the weekend because of the holiday, but that's just me guessing. Now, Adidas is actually starting off the month with a ton of new releases like their Puma or something. It's a good spread as well with everything from the Harden Volume 8 with the dope colorway that's undefeated to this day, a bunch of Sambas and Gazelles, and some slides for those Kobe days. So there's a lot here, so get prepared. The Adidas Adifoam Infinity slides, those are in core black. Those are going to be on the first for $50. The Adidas Harden Volume 8 After Hours on the first for $160. The Adidas Bustanitas Pro, this is going to be in gray 5, in gray 3, and metallic gold on the first for $85. The Gazelle ADV, that's going to be in green and cloud white on the first for $100. The Gazelle Bold in Bliss Pink and Spark on the first for $120. And then the women's Adidas Sambe in Halo Blue and Off-White and Blue Spark on the first for $110. Now, Dime has a collaboration on the Adidas Stan Smith. It's called DeBossed Leather. It's going to be on the first for $120. And shout out to Sneaker News because when they described the pattern of the DeBossed Leather on the upper from this collaboration with Dime, they said it gave them big Windows XP vibes. And I have to say, now I can't unsee that. And now that we've got the Adidas stuff out of the way, here's Puma slate to start the month, and you know how they do. So we have the Puma Clyde Spectre Green and Frosted Ivory. That's on the first for $110. The Puma Clyde Denim. You know I'm just going to stop saying on the first. Just assume it's on the first unless I say another day. The Puma Clyde Denim, that's $120. The Puma MB03 Low TB Red, that's $115. The Puma MB03 Low TB Blue, that's for $115, and TB means Team Bank. We have the Puma Suede XL Rope in Frosted Ivory. That's $110. The Puma Suede XL Puma Suede Split That's in intense red and cold green and frosted ivory for $100. The Puma Super Team number 14 in flame flicker, $110. That's a hell of a name. The women's Puma DV8 Nitro, that's Nitro Elite 3, that's $230. The men's Puma DV8 Nitro Elite 3, that's $230. The Puma All Pro Nitro Sunset Glow and Sunstream, that's $130. The Puma GV Special in Puma White, Pop Red, and Puma Gold on the first for $90. Then we have the Nike Air Max DN SE in Sky Blue. That's going to be on July 3rd for $160. They're changing up the dates here. And then after first revealing them during an event in Paris earlier this year, the blueprint version of the basketball-ready Zoom GT Hustle 3 and the Alpha Fly 3 runners are here, which is pretty cool. So the Zoom GT Hustle 3 and the blueprint is going to be on the 3rd for $190. And then the Nike Zoom X Alpha Fly 3 in the blueprint colorway is going to be on the 3rd for $285. Also coming, which is probably one of the bigger releases, is Nigel Sylvester's Air Jordan 3 RM. It's an action sports styled take on the Air Jordan 4 in collaboration with brand ambassador Nigel Sylvester. The biggest takeaway for me, as everybody is calling this an Air Jordan 4, yes. It does have the Resto-Mod designation, but they are branding it in Air Jordan 4. I imagine a lot of people are instantly interested in these simply because of that, and would not be if it was called the Air Jordan Action or the Bike Jordan like it's branded on the shoe. But you can expect these to drop on the 3rd, and they're going to be $150. We have the Jordan Luka 3 and Midnight Racer. Those are going to be on the 5th for $130. The Nike Dunk Low CO.JP City Attack, that's going to be on the 5th for $115. The Adidas Dawn issue number 6, the Spider Elite Camp, on the 5th for $120. It's a gift to Donovan Mitchell's Spider Elite Camp attendees. The sneaker gives off the Air Jordan 36 low vibes, just like that Dime Stan Smith gives off Windows XP vibes. Yeah, still haven't gotten over it, and it's still kind of perfect, man. We have the Puma MB03 Miami on the 5th for $125. This is not a Team Bank colorway. So the Vaporweave vibes of the South Beach are back with the new colorway of the Puma MB03. Even though the colors are vibrant and bright, it does say a lot that compared to other MB03s, this is somehow on the lower end. We have the Nike Air Max DN Light Smoke on the 6th for $170. How are you guys feeling about the Air Max DN? They didn't pop the way I think Nike wanted those to. Anyway, we have the Nike GT Cut 3 in white and Aquarius blue on July 6th for $190. We have the women's Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG First in Flight on the 6th for $180. It's an homage to the state of North Carolina, but not Michael Jordan's alma mater, I should say. The First in Flight banner on the tongue represents the Wright brothers' completion of the first powered airplane flight in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. So that's why it's not a Jordan, North Carolina. We have the final one is the women's OPM Jordan Air Ship. This is actually rescheduled to July 6th, and that's going to cost you $150. And again, like, doesn't that make for a perfect golf shoe? Look at that. I mean, it's not going to be great as far as like materials go because these are going to get dirty fast and they're not waterproof, but maybe you can spray some of that protective cleaner on these because I'm definitely putting these on the golf course. Anyway, as always, appreciate you. Make sure you check out Hard Pass on the main channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.